All right, hello, Scorpios. Scorpios, this is your first monthly message for July's energy. Thank you guys all so very much. Check the description box to link to the second half. In this particular monthly, I'm pulling in the forest spirits and the sacred forest. I open up newly the Antique Anatomy Tarot. It's really been interesting. Potentially, I might open up the Nordic Runes book and see what is there. And then I will be doing relationship messages for all different signs. And as always, take it how it resonates, guys. My monthlies, I open up for moon sign and rising sign Scorpio. So you can also check out your rising sign and moon signs throughout the monthlies, and any different, like, pick a card messages or pick a crystal, pick an item. There was so much. Actually, I'm really excited to share with you guys. Whether there's a lot of Scorpios, or the Scorpio energy is so pulling in. I had the greatest epiphany with all of this, was that there is this, the oneness, that there is a sense of a universal truth, right? Goddess energy was also coming through. So Hecate, I had the craziest stuff. So maybe you're drawn into some of these. And also the Egyptian goddess Ma'at of truth. Wow, I don't know. I was going to give you guys a whole bunch of music, but I think I'm just going to... So I give out different dates and times and signs and different things like this, right? So take it how it resonates. I saw a lot of Sagittarian energy, also Libra. So 12/12, 12/13, 12/21 was I was starting this. So that's even like that solstice energy, right? And that shift into the Capricorn. I did see Capricorn energy too. 12/25, 11/11. I saw 11/14. So to be honest, like, there was like, oh my gosh, it was so much. It was connecting so much. So also, like, Native American sacred spirit, Celtic, Slavic, Nordic, Egyptian, even the Wiccan. So I have to say that understanding how Hecate, maybe some of the hymns or learning, if you're being called, and for me personally as a Libra, it's been coming through, and there was a sense of kind of ignoring it, avoiding it, because I wasn't like seeking it. I don't know how to explain. And it's a little creepy, it's a little scary. But last night, so I've definitely been, the signs are coming through so much. So I also recommend her name is That Divination Witch Sarah, her channel, talking about Hecate, and the triple goddess energy. There's also the Larimar. There's some shamanistic stuff too. Okay, the Larimar alchemy and alchemy there too. Wow, it was just like, what it was there was this common core. When we understand, we remove ethnicity, race and religion and all of these, and gender, and there is a common core of good versus evil type thing, right? And so seeing, being open up to seeing that, I don't know, that there is this sense of wanting to protect children and nature, and have strength and confidence, and using your gifts, your power, for the highest good of all. Dang. And so, like, man, last night it was like, all right, here we go. And I don't know how to explain, but so the bats, I didn't see them today, but last night I was really listening to some different music to for Hecate, or and this is also supposed to be connecting with your inner goddess. Okay, regardless of your gender, I'm gonna say that too, right? Because there was Egyptian, I was like, whoa, the Egyptian goddess coming through now, Ma'at. So there's this being able to connect all for the common good, to protect from tyranny, from those who want to harm weaker, or, you know, wow. So it was like the Klaus Schwab thing. And have you guys watched The Simpsons? And Mr. Burns has his plan. Well, something came forth about Klaus Schwab and whoever his other person is. But I'm all his other person. I don't even remember it. But it's so weird when you listen to it, because it's like, wow, it just totally, dude, he's like the villain in the movie. And then I saw the neatest X-Men thing. All right. It was the X-Men. I think it's the Apocalypse, but and I can't remember the name of the actor in it, but he was it's the scene with Quicksilver saves, and it's like he's able to pause time, and there's about to be like a bomb or an explosion go off, and he goes and saves the day. Like, he pauses time and he goes and grabs everyone out of this building. You know. Anyways, it was just fascinating. I might link in the description some of these other music channels and stuff that I was listening to. It was like connecting all, though, even with your, like, Pantera's still there, right? So it's not that we're like completely oblivious or even demonizing. See, that's the thing. This is a lot of these other pagan ancestry and roots, and even Native American roots can be for like even all. And there is this sacred spirit chanting. And the beautiful thing is actually reading the comments of it too, and seeing that regardless if you do have, like, you know, a Native American ancestry, there was even India there and Egypt. I mean, it was so crazy. And the pyramids, Pink Floyd, and the weirdest music ever. And I kept getting, this is Halloween. So Halloween, Scorpios. So even Ministry, and this is Halloween. It made me think of actually like Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Oh, and Danny Elfman, okay. This is Halloween, and every day is Halloween, right? There was another one that talked about Halloween, and so one of these Pink Floyd things, it's a really old, it's an old album from back in 1969. It's the Umaguma album, and it actually kind of makes me think of some Taurus energy as well, which is your opposite. But it was so, because it's just a bunch of wild animals making furry creature, I can't even say it, furry creatures in the cave making lots of noises. And then there's this other one, and I can't always pronounce these correctly, so I might put them in, like I'm saying, if I do get time, I might put them in the description box. And, you know, however you're guided. And it was almost like realizing that it's, you know, it is your journey, it's your life. But I feel like this is a sense of like totally connecting all of who you are, whether it be your ancestry or just seeing that, because Numa, you know, Tool, Danny Carey, and watching this video, and it was like, all right, remember, we're all one. And it was like pulling it all in. And so when we do, so with certain religions and stuff like that, and this is with Christianity, they want to demonize that, right? And even with Wiccan and stuff like that, and and the paganism, and I was seeing it as trying to strip and remove your roots and ancestry, and that anyways, it was just like, when you actually like see that the common core, and that it is very beautiful, it is very beautiful, and oftentimes I think people will pull on something that seems scary as a defense mechanism, right? Ma'at. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. It is, I mean, if you look at the 42 laws of Ma'at, it is, so there is these like rules and laws of being good, and don't steal, don't lie, don't, try and hold back your anger and the weight of your heart, right? There was also like the Anubis and the pyramids. I don't know. Like I was super excited for your guys' reading. And it could also have that Libra interlinking that this is, and maybe Aries, right? And Sagittarian. I was actually a lot of Sagittarian. Huh. Okay, so like I was saying, let's just jump into the cards. And I will say with the Cancer season, I did for their birthdays, I opened up the Sacred Mirrors by Alex Gray, and it showed me a lot of things of like Gnosticism and, Christ consciousness stuff, and there was nudity in it, but it is in a sense of it's anatomy, right? And so you have to also be able to, especially working with medicine or things like this, or even understand that we have the inside, we're the same. I don't know how to explain. Even our skin, so being human, right? And it's often these other spiritual beliefs that have separated us. And seeing how they can connect. And with the Gnosis and the Gnosticism says that's about wisdom and Sophia. And if you're, I just personally, I don't like the story. I don't like the story of it. I don't, and it was missing things. It felt like it's missing pieces. Wow. So after anyways, and what it was missing for me personally was the Native American, even the Hispanic, the Egyptian stuff. I mean, and maybe there is a little bit with it, but some of it just didn't resonate with me, and I decided that I didn't want to. After I did because I did the Cancer reading, and then the Leo reading, right? And I was like, you know what? I just I don't want to work with that in this. And I want to work more with the forest spirits and even the mythological, if you want, the fairy realm, because it has a deeper connection with me. And I guess that's also why I pulled into more of, maybe Celtic or Nordic stuff. Anyways. So it's beautiful. I feel like these should be uplifting when we do get into tarot. This is when we can find out if there's certain things going on, right? And so take it how it resonates. I'm going to bring the camera down, and wow, 12:46 before I even pulled anything. The time goes by so quickly. Okay, let's jump into forest spirits just to start this off. I did shuffle all of these in the beginning. Just for the Scorpios for July. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've seen this one. Communicate, the crystal spirits. Express yourself authentically and vulnerably to strengthen your relationships. Wow, you guys are the first one so far. I think this is beautiful. Working with the crystals. I brought up Larimar. I feel like the crystals do show us God. I don't know how to explain, like the magic of creation. And it very interlinks with Taurus energy because, your opposite, I feel like maybe even in archaeology or working with the crystals. Oh my gosh. So I didn't bring the crystals in. I do have one sitting here, so we'll see. I might, because they're spotlighted in your particular video. I do have the daily crystal inspiration sitting here. Heather Askinosi. So maybe I'll get you some of those. But that's what's underneath there. Communicating, even expressing yourself authentically. So really working with. So sometimes I get, so KSR, Chris and KRS1. I almost said KSR. There is this Vedic astrologer that I used to listen to quite a bit. It was very fascinating to understand the different Eastern astrology, right, in Vedic. And his name was, I think it was KSR, KRS. I can't remember exactly right now. But anyways, so the music that I can remember is, so it's Rapture's Delight or something, or Step into the World, Chris with a K. and KRS1 also, The Mind. First, this is like one of my go-to songs. Like, I don't know, it helps pump me up. If I, first you need to clear your mind, and then you need to speak, and this is having confidence. And that's what I see with this particular crystal. And I did listen to that. Wow. Okay. And then we've got the Pink Fairy Enchanted. It's time to connect with your inner child and find joy in the simplest moments of life. All right. There was also Omnia. I used to listen to them quite a bit too. I love the harp. For me, like, that music, it just really, it's like, it's enchanting. It's magical. And then the flute, a lot about the flute. So a lot of music, and finding that music to move through that feels healing. And it depends on where you're at. Like, if you're feeling like you need confidence and strength and stuff like that, there is like, reclaiming your power. Also, I listen to, like I said, Pantera and stuff, Strength Beyond Strength, some Metallica, Search and Destroy, or Seek and Destroy, and as well, what is this one that's coming to my mind? There's like a did you guys know Charles Manson was, he's a Scorpio, hey, okay, but Charles Manson, I know, he's a bad guy. That's what everybody think of. He's a musician. And so his album keeps popping up, like, in my recommended, like, to listen to. So finally last night I listened to one, and it was like, The Game You Play Girl or something like that. Anyways, okay, I'm going to shuffle it and see what's coming through. So I will split this up. I am, like I said, I want to kind of split your monthly up for the energy. So understand Cancerian energy. The new moon is going to be in that Cancer sign and planting seeds. So maybe Cancer people will be coming into your life, even maybe people you haven't seen for a while. There's a couple that sure did for me, and for others. But and then whatever it is, and for me it is about healing and nurturing. So food, right, and medicine, nutrition. And today I drank the yummiest, you remember, I've shared these. If you've been with my channel for a while, then you've seen I like to share, like, things that I like. I'm not doing it for any, like, sponsorship or kickback, and so, and I try and be real, but this Rebel drink, and it's roots, extract, berries, something else I'm trying to remember, and love, REBBL, and the new flavor, so good. Chocolate, peanut butter, banana. Yeah. This one by far. So kudos to, I believe it's Paula Hawkins. I'm just like, yeah, I know who the creator is. No, just kidding. But, cause you read their, what their bottle says, the information on it. And I've thoroughly, because they do have a charity of helping, those who are in the human, slavery, trafficking. That's what it is. That, is still kind of continuing on. And fighting against it, right? Anyways, so, and it has like ashwagandha and the reishi mushroom in it. It's coconut milk, hazelnut. It has peanuts. So if you guys have any of those allergies, then keep that in mind. Okay, let's just see for the Scorpios. Scorpio for July. Let's see, what is this? Okay, you got, Badger Spirit. And we got Tortoise coming through. Look deeper. There are secrets and hidden treasures for you to discover beneath the surface. The raccoon. Oh my gosh. And then the tortoise. Potential. Delve into the unknown, for it is through uncertainty that you often uncover your true gifts. Wow. So this is like seeking and searching deeper. Okay. I feel like if I do, because I want to finish all of the different zodiac signs for the monthlies, um, I really like I was gonna write them all down and just like tell you where they are, what the songs are, but I might go through and actually link them in the description. Uh, and then, it is up to you. Maybe there is something new inside of you, another piece of you that you can find that, you know what I mean? I like this badger spirit because, so what do we think of with the honey badger? It makes me, um, and the weirdest thing is I'm seeing the coloring, the black and white, even the raccoon is about curiosity, right? And thinking outside the box. Raccoon has always made me kind of think of a little Aquarian energy. But the honey badger works with the birds to actually find the honey. Oh, finding that treasure. Wow, and this potential, delving into something new. You don't have to it's not a race either. It's not take things slow. Determination, think slow and steady, and persevere to achieve your goals and reap the rewards. Wow. So there's that Taurus energy. If that's so, different animals connect me with different energy. And he's taken his home, his protection, his shell, the curiosity, and the badger. Look deeper. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for that. Okay, we're at 21 already. See, things, it feels like it goes so fast. And that's why my videos get so long. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth one. And so even though I'm saying I'm splitting these up, maybe this is in that first week, looking deeper. There are secrets. That's so scorpionic, right? Loving to look into that unknown, right? That's kind of your, oh, maybe even a little Aries, a little Aquarius too, into the unknown. And then this final one is the stag spirit. Oh my gosh. Leadership. Stand tall as your true self and lead with confidence, integrity, and compassion. Being a benevolent leader. Wow. Leadership. I'm seeing this. So the most interesting thing, because if I want to do this week by week of this month, then I would also see, I'm going to move this one over here because, so maybe this first week of July, right? Looking a little deeper, finding something, that you, with this new moon in Cancerian energy, right? And the Aquarian energy coming through, which is really fascinating because when we do switching to the Leo season, right? At that shift, I did see 721 and 722. I actually was seeing a lot of the end of the month more spotlighted. But that full moon energy will be in Aquarian. So also, if you're into these type of things, I assume that you already know parts about your zodiac sign, right? Your birth chart and things like that. And seeing where they are. And so I'm just seeing getting this confidence, right? And leadership. Wow. And taking the lead. Thinking outside the box. And you don't have to, it's not a race, right? Taking things slow, but standing confident, integrity, and compassion. Wow. Okay, so there is another thing I want to share. So the Hecate, right? So when I was kind of being, and that's the thing, it's like, is she calling you, right? You feel like it's not where you go out and you're calling upon her. It's a very different thing, and it is about confidence and overcoming fear. So I brought this up with an Aries person. It seems like it was that I was kind of sensing it, and I was like, oh, what? But there was this fear. So the owls, and there's nighttime creatures. And then I saw the bats, and right afterwards I saw the bunny. And so all of the different symbolism with the animals for me as well, I was able to be like, oh, there was a little bit of fear of it, but fascination as well, right? And then the little bunny was like a message of good luck and eat the fear. That's what I get. Bunnies can also represent, sexual energy, which your sign also does represent that things we cannot escape. Wow. And overcoming your fears. Then last night, as I was listening And when I came back out this morning, this morning where I had been listening, there was a moth. And now this moth had died. It was only a piece of a moth. But so immediately I'm like, is this like the Mothman prophecies? Like, yeah, I know this is creepy, but Scorpio, you should totally vibe with that. But the little head of the moth and the eyes were so distinct. So the body was gone. And it was laying where on my like robe where I had been sitting outside when I had been listening. And it had only one wing. It was the body was gone, but there was one wing and the full head. And it was just staring at me. And I was like, oh, that's a sign. That I was like, oh, that's a sign. I know, this seems weird. Okay, so I want to look underneath the deck. Oh, the little mouse. Okay, the fairy even. This came through with a Libra energy. Even the smallest actions can have a big impact. So never underestimate your abilities. Oh, so wow. These could be, this is so interesting to me. What a stag spirit is that leadership. It also can represent, regardless of, but pulling in the masculine energy, the Fool energy, maybe there's Aries, but Emperor, an evolved, Aries energy, the white stag, it can also represent, the elk, right? It can also represent, brotherhood or sisterhood type relationships, not just, romantic. Okay, I want to set this over here. It's so cute. And I'm going to set that there. Okay, now I'm going to go to the Sacred Forest Oracle by Denise Lynn. That's where I will read out of the book. This one in particular, this Enchanted Forest Spirits, is by Sia Shui, and it doesn't have any book or anything to go with it. It is just intuitive. There's enough there. Look how beautiful, though, into the forest. I freaking love this. And it is the summertime. I feel like this is so relevant. And I've been using even this back and seeing the starry night and all the trees. I don't know. I'm just, when I set these up, I don't think so much about it. That's the whole thing, right? And then I start seeing how beautiful it is that it is set up this way. Okay. I'm going to go to the Sacred Forest underneath there. Wow, we have Courage and Aspen Spirit. Whoa, this is even showing how we're all connected at the root system even. And we got the Morpho Butterfly. Courage and Aspen Spirit's been coming out for a lot, okay? This is pulling into me around your community. Could be Gemini. But you got this even, the Morpho, right? I feel like also Leo and Aquarian energy. The aspen trees and seeing this castle. So that's what's underneath there. Look deeper. See, in the root system, if you understand the trees and the wisdom that we receive from nature and what it means. So there's all these different trees, right? But they are actually one. They are one in the root system. They communicate, they feed each other, they are sisters. That's what I mean, whether it be sisters or brothers, regardless, it's they are one entity, even though there's multiple trees. Wow. Maybe that's it. And digging deep into the trees. No way. Now we've got the crystal cave. Some more about the crystals. The 939. Wow. Maybe there is Pisces energy, Gemini, Sag, the 12s even. So both of these were spotlighted, and the peacock was coming through too. And nobility. And the crystal cave. Wow. So there's so much about what the cave can represent. I saw one of the last ones I saw this peacock there. Ah, it was a song called Sorceress. All right. Let's see. I'm going to give these a good shuffle and see for this month of July. So even that's weird. So I really only wanted this to be your first half. So it does depend on when you get this. But the way it has been working, because the tarot, you know, because I'm usually doing my second videos where I'll have tarot and the relationship messages. All right, Scorpios for this month of July. All right, what does a sacred forest have for the Scorpios? The first one is the stag spirit. Oh, leadership. And did you see it fly clear over here? Oh my gosh. Whoa, you guys, your synchronicities just are off the charts. I got tingles all over. The hair on my arms is standing up. My whole body just got the goosebumps, because guess what? The number on the stag spirit card is 39. Some of you could be that age, right? 3-9 once again, and the 12. And because, look deeper, you have this. I'm going to read what it says in the book. You guys are the first ones to receive this. Look at this. I want to make sure you can see. I kind of want to leave it where it was, but I'm putting it underneath. And it does have to do maybe with this relationship message. Orion, Draconias, Polaris, Venus, leadership. Oh my goodness. I'm just blown away. That is like, you know, there's 52 cards in these decks. How many cards is in this one? The realm of enchantment. Step into a world. My voice is. Allow the whispers of fairies, elementals, woodland creatures to awaken your senses and reconnect you to a world of nature steeped in wonder. This deck is not just a collection of cards, it's a portal to rediscover the forgotten magic within you. Each card holds a unique message and a healing gift from these mystical forest dwellers, guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Unveil the secrets of the forest and embark on an extraordinary journey towards self-discovery. The Forest Spirits Oracle deck is here to remind you that magic exists within every corner of existence. All you have to do is open your heart and allow these wise spirits to be your guide. Each card has a main keyword and a clear message, so you can interpret the cards easily. So this is the manufacturer Sia Shui, SISHUI. Wow. I'm like, wow. Well, I was trying to see how many. It doesn't say on the box how many. I'm looking to see. And wow. Oh my goodness, I'm just blown away by that. And having this confidence, even the smallest actions can have a big impact. So never underestimate your abilities. Mouse spirit. Libra. All right. And the Starry Night. Oh my goodness. No way. We got the Stag Spirit. I just split it again. The Bluebell Fairy and Gratitude. Starry Night. Acceptance. Wow. Wow. I am just like, I'm feeling blown away. And then we've got the stag here with this. That's what I see in here. And this Gratitude and the Bluebell Fairy. 41. So maybe there's Aries. And these could be ages too. When I bring up dates and times and numbers and things, take it how it resonates for you guys. I see 6-5 as well. Potentially the Gemini. Maybe some Virgo. And Leo. Cancerian. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen that card yet. I've been working with this deck for quite a while. And, wow. I'm blown away. I'm just blown away. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. Badger Spirit. All right, Scorpios. What other message from the Sacred Forest do you have for the Scorpios for this month of July? The ancient oak spirit. So number 2, looking deeper into the trees. And then this is perfect. Dragonfly and change, transformation, 212. Okay, so I was telling you, for some of you, like I said, you could have Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, also like in your chart or dealing with them, right? A lot of times dragonflies to me they represent change and transformation, right? To me, there's a koi here. So even I'm seeing the koi in the water. There's a waterfall. When I would see a dragonfly, it was so oftentimes maybe a symbol of, a passed on loved one coming through or things like that. And there's 2 different dragonflies. No, there's a bunch here. There's one big one that comes right up to you. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, 5, 6. And a fairy in here. And oftentimes I think that they might be mistaken, right, for dragonflies, and it's a fairy, or the fairies actually kind of ride on them. No way. And then we have the earth spirit stability. And so that one came through before too, 14 and 12, 12, 14. So I also see 212 and 214. I'm pulling a lot of Aquarian energy, which is so cool. And Piscean. 23, 2, 3. So even this raccoon to me, like I was saying, but I'm Libra, right? So I'm really drawn into that. Makes me think of even, Scorpionic, right? But Gemini energy and Sagittarian. So even though we've got those, and then the 14, 12, 14. And so I feel very guided to put this here with this tortoise spirit as well, with the earth and being stable, making things real. The earth spirit, she's taking time here, and like really I see 1, 4, so maybe Capricorn 1, 2, 1, 4 as well. No, wait, 5, 12 Taurus is 12, 14. Okay, I'm just looking at all of them. Sagittarian, oh my goodness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 8. I also saw the 8s for you guys. And you know what? Your second video of the month will be my 888th video that I have uploaded. So wow. And when you're seeing, if you're in tune with numbers and things like that as well, then you'd also understand that this is about abundance and karmic things, and even the 8, the infinity. You guys are the rulers of the 8th house. It also can represent strength, right? And the Leo energy. But 888, so 8 times 3, 24 is a 6, receiving things that are real. So then I'm going to pull in some Virgo energy with this, and taking things slow, and seeing the little details, writing it down. And that's what it is. It's about, there's this oh my gosh, and we have strength once again, a lot of Taurus energy, a lot of Capricorn and Virgo as well, a lot of Piscean and Aquarius and Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to look underneath the deck. And the Phoenix, the transmutation. This is so much about you have change, transformation, burning through the ashes, the firebird, right? The Phoenix here kind of looks like a pheasant a little bit to me. It's kind of interesting. So the 29th, maybe we've got 39 and 29 as well. 12, 11. So maybe this is even moving into like the very end of the month as well for you guys. And you have to, like I said, take it how it resonates for you. Maybe this is someone that is on the other side coming through for you during this time to help give you the strength, guidance, ancestors, past on loved ones. Or these are just your signs and symbols. And like I said, some of you could be an Aquarius and have Scorpio in your chart. That was not what I was anticipating, right? For sure. But I also see, and that's Sagittarian. 1211, 1229. Okay, we got the Capricorn now. 14, 1, 4, 1, 2. And like I said, I saw 1212, right? I was like, all right, I'm ready to go do the Scorpio video. And it was 1212. By the time I came up here, it was 1221. I was like, boom, look at that. That's like the solstice energy. Even to me, 1212 is like Merkaba, 3 a 6. Wow. And now we're at the 10. So we've got the 8, and I'm going to set both of these right here. And we're at 4016 on this. And so now I'm going to jump into the book and read these for you from Denise Lynn. And I often wonder if she's an Aquarian person. I do know a beautiful Aquarian person. It always makes me think of, this is the one on the book. Wow. So remember, your very first one was the leadership card, but it did fly over here. And because I set it in the same place here, having the strength. Okay. Some of you, like I was saying, you could have this Piscean energy. You can have a Gemini, Taurus on your rising, Aquarian, Sagittarian, or in your chart, or dealing with them. That's what I see, even though there is this Libra as well. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love this for you guys. All right, and I open up to the Daffodil and New Beginnings, 5455, 109, 109, and 1010. And I'm going to start with number 2, page 2. So with the 4, oh, we have 5. Okay, I've opened this up. Message from your spirit guides. So with this particular book, I have 5 cards for you. So I'm going to also share, remembering I see 22, 23, 423. So there's more Taurus energy. 22, maybe even Pisces. Maybe someone is 22 or 23. But I'm also seeing number 1 is a message from your higher self. This card represents you or the person for whom you are doing the reading for. And I'm doing it for you guys, right? Or maybe it's about who you're thinking of. And because Stag Spirit came out first, I need to, and it was leadership, right? If I look at it in the order, it would also, this having strength, ancient oak spirit. Now remembering oaks, they are this little tiny acorn, and there's a door in there. Wow. And you enter in to this door. This doorway inside the tree is the realm into the fairy. Yeah, and down in there, there's so much that... All right, and then card number 2, message from heavenly beings. This card represents what the heavenly beings want you to know. So regardless, number 2, because of how I drew the cards and how they came out, I'm going to show both ways. Number 2 can also represent this ancient oak, strength, 212 even, and then number 2 is also change, dragonfly spirit. Yeah, message from heavenly beings. This card represents what your heavenly beings want you to know. And then number 3 is message from the earth spirits. This card contains a message from the Divine Mother, Earth Mother, and from all your animal, plant, tree, and stone allies. And message number 4. So in number 4, I have it right here, even though that was the first one. So we also have this earth allies. I felt like earth energy and earth spirits and ancestors. This card is a powerful missive from those who are connected to you through your heritage. This card contains a message from your relations who are in spirit. They want to support you on your journey in life. And the final number 5 card is this phoenix, right? Message from your future self. This card contains a message from who you are to become in the future. If only we could go back to our younger self and give that being advice and guidance based on what we have learned. This is that opportunity. Wow. From 23, because I even see from your future self to your younger self, right? 29, 23, 39. Wow. That's what I opened it up to. So that is why I shared that with you. This is beautiful. And I feel like we could take that same guidance when we look at these animals. The badger spirit was the first one, right? Was once again higher self. So this future self, and having confidence, even if you feel small. That's what your future self is telling you. And your higher self. Look deeper. There are secrets and more in your roots, in your ancestry. Wow. And then number 2, once again, heavenly spirits. That's what I feel like. It could be, like I said, Aquarian energy or whomever this feels like to you. Libra, Piscean, Sagittarian. No way, we have 23 again. 212. Uncover your true gifts, your potential. Delve into the unknown, for it is through uncertainty that you often uncover your true gifts. Right? And then number 3, even the earth spirits, your tortoise spirit here. Take things slow and steady and persevere to achieve your goals and getting stability. It is about thinking things through logically as well. So this is also balancing, to me, spirit, energy, and the physical realm, and being realistic, okay? And writing it down, making a plan for the future. And you see even she's looking up towards the future. You have the swan here too, which also represents a beautiful transformation. And then once again, the stag spirit, double time from your ancestors. Stand tall as your true self and lead with confidence, integrity, and compassion. This one give me I got a little, I feel like I want to cry because it's beautiful. Whew. And then the future self. Okay, those are beautiful. Okay, that's what I opened this up to. That's why I had to share that for you guys. And now let's go. Ooh, you can even do a tree of life spread with this. I like these cards very much. I love mixing the cards too and letting them communicate with each other. And I think that's fascinating. Different authors and artists and seeing this connection. And you know what I mean? Immediately getting the first one, I'm like, wow, the stag spirit. And then the first card to come out is the stag spirit again. And it's like, wow, it helps believe also. I don't know. It just shows. I mean, what is that? It's a mere coincidence. It's all pure coincidence. Lucky, I guess, Wow. You can do a 1-year spread with these. Maybe I'll try that even. I think that's the thing. There's so much opportunity. There's so much to learn. There's so many ideas and different combinations of creation and in creativity in this world and the other worlds, otherworldly things. Whoa, and we have the 13 card, the 13th moon. So I love bringing up also other tarot readers and oracle readers and 13 moons. I think that's just the name of her channel, Andy, and she has the owl there, and I'm like, oh, I know she's a Taurus because she shared. And there's times when I don't listen to a ton, but every once in a while, as I feel guided, and I listen to certain things. And I used to listen to someone, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know, because basically I'm either going to be listening to some true crime thing, right, or news story or something horrible that's just creepy, or listening music, doing art, or meditation, or and I feel like there's a time when I want to get my blood pumping, right, and I want to use that, get that Mars energy, and sitting and chilling, listen to meditating music doesn't really do it. But some of the shamanistic stuff, it kind of does, even though, but this can be journeying in your head. That's why I mean, that's why I'll listen to. Oh, there was the Prodigy too. Prodigy, the band, Breathe with me. And ministry, you know, New World Order. The other song that was really beautiful was True Faith and New Order. All right. After pulling all 12, what? These ones are cool. I really like this. Entering the sacred forest in your dreams. Dream journal. Okay, the other one is Queensryche and Silent Lucidity. I got the chills again when I say it. That one just takes me. It does exactly what it seems like. Dream control. Oh, maybe doing lucid dreaming, dream control stuff. Okay. We're going to go to Ancient Oak Spirit and Strength. Okay, guys, the synchronicity again, the page number is 38 and 39. 39. I don't know who's 39. Someone 39. Maybe they are in for some, I mean, I can't admit if it's not you, maybe it's someone from your ancestry. Maybe they have passed, maybe they passed young. That's young. You know, but there is a taking that lead, right? I'm 44. I'm 44. I think it's cool to tell each other. And even remembering when you were like, you know, a teenager, and then that, you know, that higher self coming down and communicating even with your younger self, you know, giving you the strength. Oh my gosh. 38, 38 and 39. 212. Oh my gosh. Man, Scorpios. You guys so far are the most in tune. Or this video has the most, like, oh my gosh, the synchronicities, like I said, off the charts. So it's number 2, and then I got Dragonfly, so I see 212 here, and then so 38. I break that down. 8, 9, 10, 12. 3 plus 8 is 212, and then we got the 39. Now let me read this for you. Walking softly into the forest, you can hear the deep, sonorous voice of the oak. When the great oak spirit speaks, the forest becomes still and listens. Although you may not be consciously aware of them, powerful and profound messages seep into your soul and can be felt in the core of your being. This card represents standing strong in your truth. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength. Recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead. Oak spirit acts as a reminder of the wellspring of power within you. Traditionally, this tree has symbolized endurance, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, and nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth without guile or over-explaining yourself. It means living with full authenticity, even if everyone seems against you. The oak tree doesn't need to overtly declare its power. It just is. There may be blockages in your life or ones soon to come. Now is the time to amass your inner strength to move beyond it. This is a card of good fortune. If a dream has eluded you, know that you have the fortitude to achieve your goals. Help from the mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your own inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. See, this is like, so the song Pantera and A New Level, right? It just like, that's what it is. That's what it sounds like to me, is overcoming, being, and it's being completely upfront. It's not like there's anger with it, but there's also confidence in overcoming trials. I mean, that's what I got to start with the beginning. Got pissed on, shit on, effed with, fucked with, pointed out by lesser men. No longer the weak one, the sheep one, you know, like, Yeah, a whole new level of confidence, unscarred by trials. Dang, the badger. Badger can also represent aggressiveness, so you gotta understand, like, there is a sense of compassion and softness. If you sense your energy getting too much, right? I mean, because there's also Pantera. It is very, boisterous, or what is it? Not boy, be driven by demons. And I saw like El Chupacabra and Halloween. Okay, in Mexico, El Chupacabra. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Ah, yeah. Wow. The spirit of the ancient oak tree says, "You're wise and strong beyond measure. Stand firm and rooted where you are. Speak your truth. You are intuitively guided in the right direction." And then that's the page number 39, right? And so me sharing, understanding what this 5 card spread is, because that's what I've taken here. Could be also 4 card, but I'm going to go with this one. Once again, this is a message from your higher self. This card represents you, right? Or the person whom you're thinking of, right? And then there's also a message from heavenly beings. This is what your heavenly beings want you to know. 23. 423. 22, 2, 3. Even Aquarian or Taurus energy. 4, 5. Even Aries, 45. And then we've also, like I said, that 39. So maybe there's Pisces, a Gemini, Sagittarian, the 12s, 12, 12, 3, 3. Very much communicating, even around your community, siblings, neighbors, higher education, different cultures, opening people's minds to the truth, a universal truth. Wow. And the potential into the unknown. Here we go. Now I'm going to go to Dragonfly, and that was number 12. Let's see the synchronicities on this one. I see once again these new beginnings, Daffodil. 109, 54, 55, 910. Dragon Power. 1111. Ah. Dragonfly. Change. Wow. So this is page 58 and 59. So maybe someone is 58, 59, or they were. At a time of passing, potentially. There's also 12, even being very, very young. 12, 13, Sagittarian, and 12, 14. Also, like I was saying, 3, 13, 3, 14. I'm going to give you all the numbers potentially I can. You watch the dragonfly whisk across the surface of the forest pond with elegance and grace. Her iridescent wings and body shine in a kaleidoscope of colors. Depending on how the light falls on her, she hovers, flies backward, and even darts upside down with a seeming delight. This card is letting you know that it's all right to change directions. It's okay to change your mind. You don't need to be consistent at every turn. It is a time to put the traditions and expectations of others aside. Instead, you are called to create your own traditions. Creating your own traditions. Yes. Breaking free from others and doing what feels right for you is finding your true self. Even going back in a different direction. Bringing things back around. Let's see. You're free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Dragonflies are acrobats in the sky. Not only can they fly backwards, they fly upside down and turn 360 degrees. And while looking graceful as they do so, Dragonfly Spirit urges you to take on her same fearless daring. Go beyond predictable behavior, shaking it up. That's even Aquarius, I know this is weird, but there's a sense of like changing your pattern so the AI doesn't just learn you. I don't even know. Like, that's the whole unpredictable. So this is even that Aquarian energy, like that Uranus energy of it's shocking. Like, what? You know, I don't even know. This is beautiful though. All right. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. Wow, thinking outside the box. Look at that. Well, you can't control the exact circumstances of your life. You can control what meanings you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Dragonflies are ancient, taking on the skies 300 to 350 million years ago. They've adapted through millennium and thus survived when many creatures have not. These masters of change are a reminder that change will heal you. 5959. The spirit of the dragonfly says, be willing to change your perspective and good fortune will follow. Sometimes you need to back up to go forward. As people get older, they find it harder to change. So activate youthfulness. Be willing to make changes without hesitation. Wow. So I'm seeing that as, especially in these first 2 weeks, that's the way I'm going to pull this. This is your full monthly. Your second one, I will do the same thing. I was trying to just switch it, like, and do just Cancer sign for the first video and just Leo sign or energy, because that's the month of July for all of us, right? And we all carry all the energies, and this is why we can shift and move through that, even if you are, the Scorpionic. Oh my gosh, I keep getting the chills in your video. Oh. This is crazy. Okay, I'm going to the Earth one and the stability. Now the tortoise has been coming through for quite a few. Yeah, for so far. And like I said, I'm still I'm only at yours yet, so I still have the Sagittarian, the Capricorn, the Aquarian, and the Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini readings. I'm only halfway through, or I still have 7 left. Wow. So we'll see how much it comes through in this. But you guys are the first so far, and the only to get the Badger spirit and the Stag spirit. So very beautiful. The Earth stability now. Now remember this third one, I'm trying to remember how it shows, is about even ancestors potentially, right? Let's see. Oops, I skipped the page. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The Earth spirits. Number 3 is from the Earth spirits. From your divine mother tree, Earth Mother, and all your animal, plant, tree, and stone allies. And also from your ancestors who want to support you. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, and I did already read this one, but I'm going to continue. Okay. So, what I see here, so with this, so when you go into, this is what I'm sensing, for that shift in energy, the end of the month potentially, and maybe it depends on when you get this, right? There's the Gemini energy, which is 62. Maybe someone could be 62, 63. I also see Virgo energy, yeah, no way, and Taurus, Capricorn. So it's all these earthy energies coming through. No way, some Leo. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 89, 8, 9. Okay, 14. In the lazy quietude of warm summer afternoon, you recline on the soft moss on the forest floor and listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Her rhythmic cadence surges up from the ground beneath you. With each beat, you remember who you are and what is truly important in life. The strengthening and grounding energy of the earth is filling every part of you. And it's time to take measure of your life and put your roots down. Oh my gosh, I got the Beastie Boys song popping. Root down, root down. Assess who you are and where you are. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you feel secure in stepping forward. It is a time of preparation and going deeper. Wow, so going deeper into the roots. Making deep roots. This card can also indicate that you aren't grounded and you need to create more stability in your life. Think things through before you take action. Don't take time to plan your future carefully and don't rush into anything. The strength is growing within you. Wow. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. If you are thinking of making secure financial investments and receive this card, is telling you that this is a good time to do so. It is not a time to take risks, though. So when we get in there, there's this slowdown and really having a plan for the future. What do you even want, right? And slowing down and not jumping into something. That is a wise leader as well, right? Without thinking it through and making that plan. Don't rush, right? The strength is growing within you. Security and protection surround you. All right. The Earth Spirit provides the trees, plants, flowers, rivers, streams, oceans, mountains, and valleys, and supports us with all their bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us. You're supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. The seeds that you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. The Spirit of the Earth says, be present in the moment. Slow down and let go of the busyness and the frenetic pace of life. Explore your roots. Honor your past. Go deep. Reflect on your life. Wow. And then we go to Stag Spirit and Leadership, the 39. And wow, guess what? Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, 112 and 113. 11-2 Scorpio, 11-3 maybe. So 39, 2, 3, 4. Wow, so we have 12-4 Sagittarius. So Capricorn, Scorpio. These are all the different signs that I'm pulling for this leadership one. There's also Aries. 3, 4, 5. 45. So 45 coming twice. 112. Wow. And 11-2. A majestic stag stands atop a mossy knoll. His nobility and grace are palpable. You can see fog form around his nostrils. With every exhalation. He does not need to announce his might. Simply and utterly, he is powerful without words or proclamation. In many traditions, the elusive and mysterious white stag is considered king of the forest. With his noble antlers and his proud stance, he carries a commanding energy. This card is calling you to claim leadership of your life. Now is the time to step out of the shadows and become a beacon for others. Don't allow anyone or anything to dim your light. You may be asked to take on a position of authority, even if you have been in the background in the past. This is your time to step up and shine. Remember that a leader isn't necessarily defined by age, status, or income. A true leader is someone who is commanding, passionate, and motivating. They have a vision and are able to make decisions with clarity and strength. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. You empower others simply by being who you are, and who you are is enough. Are you willing to step into the light and be a leader for others? In European folklore, the white stag signifies extraordinary adventures. In others, the stag is a fairy beast that represents a quest for spiritual wisdom. These themes may appear in your life in the near future. The spirit of the stag says, you inspire others to greater heights. Step into leadership in your life. You are a beacon for others. Shine in your own life. Be gentle with yourself and others. However, do not play small. Take action. This is your time to step up. And it even says, even the smallest action, right? With this confidence. And that was what was showing deep underneath. And like I said, that came through with the Libra. And then we've also got 29 in the Phoenix. So now I'm going to finish off your message for this first half of July's message. It does look like we're getting weeklies. And see where you are when you do get the message, right? Wow. So then the final, this Phoenix. Maybe even Phoenix means you go into Phoenix or something like that. I mean, you gotta take it how it resonates. I feel like even if you are out like in the forest, literally, and if you ever have that opportunity where you see and a stag coming up, the leader And that's what it is it's command. It's a commanding presence. And I will say, Scorpios, especially rising signs, even that's what I've heard, is that so sometimes we don't see ourselves how others see us, and we don't recognize that we come off intimidating. Or you command the room when you walk in without a single word. It's like your presence, your energy. There is a, Scorpio can be very fixed, but it is about also transformation, right? Being transformative. So that's why I'm saying here, with this change, things need to change. Even if, so maybe there's traditions of your ancestry or your roots, and it's okay to want to make your own traditions, right? And then get really grounded in and rooted with that. But I want to say, you must give that same type of freedom if you have children to them as they grow, and want to learn. You give them guidance, but you've got to give them the same freedom, because sometimes that's where the earth energy can become very about tradition and following tradition. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as it feels good. But when their family, their children or grandchildren or aren't following along, there can often be a sense of shaming, or they're a black sheep or something, or for not following tradition. And this is where we get a lot of things that look yucky and religious stuff of trying to dominate and control, and even these type of thinking that your offspring, your child, is shaming you by not following. And I just remember there's this one, and I don't know if these things are truly, if they're going on. It's not as prevalent, but I just remember this one, and this mother who did an honor killing because her daughter was marrying of a different it's it makes me think of the Romeo and Juliet and the Capulets, and the families you just don't, or the level of their economic status, and that it was putting shame upon their family. And so this is not spiritual at all. This is very whether the people recognize it or not. And then committing murder, not allowing them. And there was manipulation in this story, and this is a true story of this girl who she ran away, and she's getting married, and they said, okay, we will respect it. We still want you to still do part of our traditional thing. They manipulated her to come back home. The mother tied her to a bed and set her on fire. As an honor killing, that's not. See, this is where this person has been misled to think that this is about religion or spirit or God, when it becomes a thing about your image and how you're seen, because that's what she felt. And I'm like, well, I don't know about you, but now I look at you as evil because you're a murderer, a child killer, and I can't respect that. That's the whole standing up for others and giving freedom to be a sovereign individual, and unconditional love of all, just wanting your happiness for your child or their family, and regardless of whom they choose. If it seems like someone that they're choosing is someone who might harm them, yeah, let's talk about that. But and maybe this is about speaking truthfully and honestly about these things, All right, let's see. Phoenix and transmutation. Wow. So we're going to go to that one. Now, remember, this is supposed to be a message from your future self to your younger self. And that having that confidence, mouse spirit was there too. Okay, 29, and being generous. 23, transcending and transmutation. Okay, so the page number we have is 92. No way we got synchronicities, 2992. That's 1111. You know what I mean? I'm so dorky with that. I love it though. 29 and it's on page 92 for reals, for reals. So, so 2 plus 9, 11. 9 plus 2. So I can pull in Scorpionic. I can pull in Virgo. I can pull in Taurus. I can pull in Aquarius. 11, 12 even. Scorpios. Wow. At the edge of the forest rises a mountain. The journey to the top is long and arduous. The path has boulders and landslides that make it difficult to discern what lies ahead. Yet you climb, knowing that something remarkable awaits you. As you finally reach the top, you peer over a boulder to see a large pier. An old, tired phoenix comes into view, his wings dragging only to heave himself into the fire. Into the fire. The flames leap higher and higher. As they die down, out of the ashes arises a renewed phoenix with bright colors that outshine the sun. He looks directly at you with a fierce intensity before soaring off the mountaintop. Your life is changing, perhaps in ways that you didn't expect, but it is wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or one element into another. The phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames, he is reborn, leaving behind his old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. Something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing. It's not an ending, rather. It is a bright, shiny new beginning. Situations that seem lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. Release expectations and limited thinking, for things are not as they seem. The spirit of the phoenix says, a big change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a beginning. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you are entering a new cycle. Even if life seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before rebirth. Hang in there. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. All right, Scorpios, I hope you all have enjoyed. I want to make sure you get one final good look at all of these beautiful cards. The art, the message, the light that comes through, the animals. This is so beautiful. There is this like little fogginess. It's definitely more at nighttime. The nighttime creatures, nocturnal. And the little mouse has so much light. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so part 2 for your July message. If you're ready to go there, you're welcome to come back throughout the month to check out my channel for other pick a card messages and maybe even your rising sign, moon signs for July's monthlies. If you do feel so guided, I'm going to take a little break now and I will come back and finish your messages. And in the second video, I will be pulling relationship messages and tarot. All right, Scorpios, thanks so much. Bye-bye.